Hey, what's up guys? Hope you guys had a great Black Friday yesterday. Hope you guys got a bunch of good stuff, good deals. Let me know if you guys got anything good. And on Forge to Fight, we actually have a Black Friday deal as well. I forgot to make a video on this yesterday. I was kind of busy. But basically, it's two different daily cards. One for the Tier 2 Alpha Spark and one for the Tier 3 Basic Spark. On the Tier 2 Alpha, you basically get a full Tier 2 Alpha Spark at the end of 30 days. And on the Basic Spark, you get two full Tier 3 Basic Sparks at the end of 30 days. So it kind of sucks having to wait 30 days to accumulate all the essence to have enough. But if you buy both of these deals, if you have a rank 3 4-star character, this will basically allow you to take him up to rank 4. And I think this is like a pretty good deal for those of you that are kind of struggling to complete the expert spotlight, because I know expert gives basically like a full tier 2 essence at the end, as well as or a full tier 2 alpha spark, as well as quite a few tier 3 basic sparks. So if you guys are struggling, I highly suggest you pick these up. I think it'll definitely help you guys out complete expert. I think I'm gonna skip these. I don't really see the point in me buying these. Pretty set where I'm at right now. I think I'm gonna wait and see if they have anything good for Cyber Monday. If not, that's fine. Basically save myself $50 right now, which is a good thing. So yeah, if you guys need it, I would suggest you get it. And the other thing we're going to talk about real quick is the new Ancient Sanctum Alliance mission map. Oh man, so this map is going to be coming out next week, and pretty excited because we've been running, you know, level 100 for quite a while now, and you know, it's been getting kind of boring a bit, so this is going to be a really good challenge. So give us the basics. It's the newest map addition to Alliance missions, and much as the Shattered Lands was more difficult and required greater collaboration and organization from alliances, this one takes it a step further. So this one will require full battle groups, which each commander is responsible for their own lane. Expect 6 lanes with different themes for each of them. So for example, one path where power control is essential, another where armor resistance buffs are common thread. So basically each path, it's gonna be different, so you're gonna have to definitely coordinate with your alliance and see what bots you're taking and which path you're gonna be taking. Definitely gonna try looking for advantages, you know, anywhere you can. And these are all gonna be having mods on them, which is gonna be super annoying to deal with, but thankfully Kabam gave us this list of what to expect. So the power control path has focus power gain 3, Rhinox Grimlock Prowl, defensive power gain 3, Mixmaster Grindor, harness power 3, Hot Rod Sideswipe, and Bone Crusher. Basically all of these are power gaining mods, and I would highly suggest you take someone that can power lock, someone like Rhinox or Prowl. Those two would be really good. But other than that, that path seems pretty crazy. I hate having to deal with anything related to power gain, just because, you know, you either wait out the opponent from using a special, or they just hold it and they end up getting a special 3, and then they just end up wrecking you, which always sucks. Next one is the armor / resistance control. Armor time 3, Psycho Resist 3, Gain Armor 3 on Grindor, Optimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, Ratchet, Ramjet, Optimus Prime MV1, Grindor, and Mixmaster. Probably OG Prime would be the best, and someone who deals with resistances would be, who is it? Waspinator. Yeah, Waspinator. He nullifies a lot of the resistances as well as Ultra Magnus, so probably, you know, taking one of these 3 down this route would be really good. The attack control, Replicate 3, Buff Duration 3, and Randomizer 3 on Barricade, Drift, Mirage, Megatron, Prowl, Ultra Magnus, Ironhide, and Windblade. I haven't actually read over some of these. What does Replicate do? When player's bot activates a buff, the boss will activate a similar buff, 100% more effective than rank 1. Buff duration is increased and activates a random attack, armor, or resistance. Okay, I think the only one that might be an issue is the Replicate buff. especially if you're using someone that gets like an attack gain or power gain or something like that. I would highly suggest not using someone like who is it, like Soundwave for the power gain. You don't want one of these characters to activate a power gain buff and then there you go, you're gonna have to be playing chicken the entire fight. But overall, you know, a lot of these mods, they shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Range attack and evasion, ranged shock 3. Oh my god, I freaking hate these. Projectile attacks do 50% of attack and shock damage over 7.5 seconds on RC, Waspinator, and Ratchet. Waspinator on this mod is definitely gonna suck. Reflect range on Bone Crusher Optimus Prime, and improved aim enhancer. Basic range attacks are unblockable. Wow. I don't want to go down this path. I can already see that. Alright, let's just go ahead and skip that. As you use your damage over time effects, Pyrophobia. Buff increases attack by 150 and is removed by when a burn debuff is applied. Okay. So Ramjet Ironhide would be really good against Bone Crusher, Barricade, and Bumblebee. Hemophobia. Generate 3.6% of max power every second until a bleed debuff is applied. Mirage and Ramjet. Wow, you definitely can't use OG Prime on this one because it'll take too long to get his special 3 up just for more accurate crits and bleeds. So probably Drift, Bone Crusher, Windblade would be best to take for that second mod. Ramjet, Ironhide for the first one. And Electrophobia, start with the 75% resistance buff, which can be removed with shock debuffs. Resist burn, or resist buff will return after 10 seconds. So who deals shock? Soundwave, Shockwave, and Bumblebee, but there's no 4-star Bumblebee, so we can't use him. Probably Soundwave would be the most effective to use down this path. And last but not least, the player power effect. Stagger 3 on Grimlock Rhinox Barricade, Finesse on RC Drift, and Energon Storm on Bumblebee, Hot Rod, and Windblade. What does this do? Stagger, heavy attacks, randomly inflict the opponent with a stun, power lock, or a 50% armor break. Okay, so it's one of those three, kind of like Motor Master's heavy kind of. Players can only generate power through avoiding attacks or bot abilities. Okay, that one's pretty interesting. Inflicts shock damage based on opponent based on their power bar. The higher the power bar or the power level, the more shock damage inflicted. Opponents' special 2 attacks repair 10% of their max health, and special attacks 3 repair 25% of their max health. Interesting. So the sub bosses, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be really awesome. Starscream mods. He's got range shock, focus power gain, pyrophobia, and health boost. Soundwave has reflect range, defensive power gain, hemophobia, health boost. Shockwave, improved aim enhancer, Energon Storm, electrophobia. Sub bosses on the right: Bludgeon, Motor Master, Galvatron. Replicate, armor time, staggered, health, buff duration, psycho resist, finesse, randomizer, focus power gain, pyrophobia, and health boost. Oh man, these definitely sound like a huge pain in the butt, especially Starscream. I would hate having to fight Starscream, or who's the other one I would definitely hate to fight? Probably Galvatron, just because of that randomizer and focus power gain. I think I'd love fighting against Bludgeon or Motor Master. I already always fight Motor Master on the first path. So I'd kind of be used to fighting against them, but still, you're gonna have to coordinate with these, or fighting against these mods. They seem like they're gonna really buff up the character. You can't go ham anymore, super ham, and just fight it out every single time. You're gonna have to definitely time your attacks, I think. And finally, the boss. The boss of this round has our first ever evolving power buff based on health percentage. What it means is the buff changes throughout the fight depending on his health. The lower the health, his buff will go from phase 1 to 2 and all the way up to 5. Wow. Okay, so his first phase, no damage can be done unless opponents have a combo of 15 or greater. Alright guys, don't get hit all the ninjas out there, gonna need you guys to definitely not get hit on this one. Phase 2, cycle through 300% ranged melee and special attack buffs. Evolving power. Phase 3, cycle between protection from melee and ranged attack damage. Phase 4, if not struck by a melee attack within 6 seconds, heal 1% every second, only up to 25%. And Phase 5, upon taking lethal damage, become unstoppable, protected from all damage, and gain a 300% attack buff for 6 seconds. And if that isn't enough, guys, he's also going to have a health boost 5 mod active throughout the entire fight. Wow, so it sounds hard, right? It's definitely going to be more difficult than the last. We'll shift focus away from strategizing for paths, choosing the right bots for the right situation, difficulty-wise. Okay, so this is a good one, so you have a good judgment of what the rating for each bot will be. So the opponents you face on difficulty 1 of Ancient Sanctum are just below the PI of the power index of opponents on difficulty 40 of the Shattered Lands map, and assuming full participation would be roughly the same difficulty level. So level 1 of the new map will be the same as level 40 on the Shattered Lands map, with the exception, you know, of these bots having all the mods. The rewards in the Ancient Sanctum Crystal and the map rewards will be also even better than the ones available in the Shattered Lands Crystal and map rewards. So with the new map, we'll be changing difficulty selections. Shattered Lands will now only be available in difficulties 1 through 65, and I guess the reason for that is they want more alliances to try out the new map. Difficulty scales much quicker than the previous maps, so take it slow. Okay, so we probably shouldn't be starting at like 100 or something like that. We'll probably get wrecked. Just to be sure, no more gold cost on alliance mission maps. That's awesome. And as far as the rewards go, I guess we're gonna learn about that in the upcoming announcement next week. So overall, the map looks like a lot of fun. It's definitely going to be challenging, so I'll probably definitely make some videos on those. I don't know if I'll have to like block out like their rating or their health or things like that, but I'll definitely do some videos so you guys can have a look at some of these paths and some of the bosses and the main boss and the sub bosses as well. So yeah, guys, hope you guys are enjoying the rest of your weekend. Hope you guys are excited for the new map coming up next week, and I'll probably be streaming later tonight, so I'll see you guys there.